Okay. Well, just by pretty sure you could tell by the title. Yeah, I was not very happy tonight, considering that yeah, it was still a good event by Rampage. It just felt like tonight they was yeah, I didn't feel tonight. I don't know if I don't know if it's the ongoing battle with Vince and Co. WWE. I don't know if you know Tony if just has just been feeling himself lately. Kind of kicking back and chilling. I don't know what's really going on right now because, yeah, I expected much more. It's considering it's Dynamite as well. So, especially because yeah, like I said, their Dynamite has no excuses. It's like 2 hours long, and so I don't get the inconsistency between matches and the segments that just felt like they were just they could have did this another day, or it's like why are they doing this right now? Really doesn't make sense, or not that engaging. Just complete just complete boringness. But yeah, it was a good show. I mean, yeah, it was okay. It kind of sucked because yeah, I was expecting much more considering that yeah, I had like a you know because you seen her yeah the TBS World Championship tonight. For the women and the men, the AEW World Championship tournaments, and they yeah the first so far. I was not really, even though the opener it was a great match. As usual, yeah, Dustin and Brian put together, you know, a good opener, give him that. But it's like okay, it's like ever since I saw Crown Jewel, like I said, because WWE knows they can fucking put out spectacle magic every night in and every night out. But it's like they don't choose to. It's like every time since I saw that, it's been like, like I said, it's been like 20 plus years since I saw that. Or, 10, 20 plus years. And it's like ever since I saw that, it's just, now I'm just expecting, you know, shit above the table. Shit above the table, nothing else less. Nothing less. But, beneath that. And it's like, I don't know, lately, well, I know it's kind of too early still to call, but it's like yeah, even Dynamite underperformed tonight because I mean it was like the usual, but they had people. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why Brian is in this. I mean, I get to like the probably want them wanting to do a rematch with, as he says, Brian wants to do another rematch with Omega, but I don't get you know I don't get why Dustin was in this. Really doesn't make any sense to me. Because you got like I don't understand why Brian Pillman Jr. wasn't there either. So that kind of weirded me a bit as well. So I was expecting Hobbs, considering Punk, CM Punk helped him a bit, create a bit of buzz himself. But it's like, yeah, he very easily got kicked out of the tournament against Cassidy. I mean, Cassidy, uh, yeah, I think he's kind of, I can't get behind him yet, but yeah, he just has like yeah, he just, any other, wrestler that just seems like you can just, like a template, like, very generic. So yeah, I was very disappointed. That was yeah, that was very set me off tonight. Powerhouse losing. I don't know why. He's like pretty much wanted to. fresh stars that could that's just popping off, and I don't know why they kicked him out so quickly too. I was like, okay, oh, but as you saw, the opener, we start off with Bryan Danielson versus Dustin Rhodes, and those for the AEW World Title Tournament. And you had your usual, Bryan was doing what Bryan does best. We had some technical grappling. Yeah, he is like, I'll say that too. I honestly couldn't think of that before. Yeah, Bryan is like one of the only ones that makes you think about back to Bret Hart when he was the one that very the ring technician deities. Bryan is a very rare case in that because he's very instrumental and terrific in performing that technical wrestling. Like, yeah, he's amazing. But so yeah, he's one of the very, very rare few. I just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, technical. Yes, it's your technical grappling, the arm drag to each other. Then you had test of strength, leg figure four by Bryan, abdominal stretch by Bryan in corner, and then you had strikes back and forth. Usual combination. Then you had a diving missile by Bryan, a senton off the top rope by Dustin, leading to a kick out, 1-2 black kick out. Then you had chops by Dustin in the corner. Yeah, it was good. I probably would have liked it if it continued much more, but I think they it was a time limit. Yeah, they kind of announced their time limits at the start of the match, though. Yeah, fans, sorry, supporters. Supporters was not very happy. Yeah, they were not very happy when Cody lost. When especially I can only imagine how I just heard one of them, but I can only imagine how Malachi Black supporters feel tonight. As Cody's been very hated recently. I don't understand why, but because he's been kind of helping young talent like bring to the top. I don't know. He does have the big possibility to become one of the top heels in wrestling too. So I don't know why people hate Cody. I don't get the hate because I don't know. I don't know if it's to do with him being a part of coming at WWE, or I don't know. I really don't know why Cody. But it's just like that's just probably just usual haterade stuff, or how supporters work, how this works overall. Concerning anything, entertainment, sports, wherever. But yeah, Malachi supporters is not happy tonight after what just happened. Tell you the truth, I wasn't really happy either, but still ups to Cody, pulling in that victory. But yeah, you had a side slam by Dustin. Dustin combination on the top rope to Bryan. Flying clothesline by Dustin. Then you had more combinations back and forth, leading to a counter by Enziguri by Bryan. Power driver by Dustin. Bryan puts a guillotine on Dustin, leading to a knockout, pass out. As Dustin passes out, and then Bryan advances, which I don't. Like I said, I don't know why. Because like I said, I don't know why Dustin and Bryan, like I said, like they could obviously to challenge Omega, but or he probably he wants to challenge Omega again. They can have that very probably much later on. Like I said, I don't really get why they in this tournament. And I felt like a pretty much others deserve too. That were pretty much they could have been in this tournament as well. I know MJF. That's probably why they weren't in it, because they're having a feud right now. MJF and Darby. But Like a lot of these others, I don't know. Yeah, Lance basically took himself out because yeah, we saw that tonight. That was very brutal. The way he did that moonsault, damn. Yeah, but I don't. And then they had John Moxley in here also. Gosh, he's like I said before. Like, of course, there's no ill will, but I just don't like. He's just very. He's just very tremendously horrible as a wrestler. Overall, yeah, just all around. He's just very horrible. Goodness gracious. Like I said, he seems to me like as you see him right there. That was an emotional promo though, but I said like as you like yeah, the more I listen to Moxley, the more I listen to Moxley, it's just yeah, it just even paints a more clearer, brighter picture of why I don't, why I see that he doesn't need to be in wrestling, nor nowhere near wrestling, and it's just yeah, it just shows overall how very much overrated he is. Like he just doesn't hit it. He just doesn't hit it as a wrestler. Clearly, the diamonds in that group, back into the original days of NXT was well the early days of NXT, which I'll say yeah, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Clearly, two of the future Hall of Famers. But as far as John Moxley, nope. Yeah, I don't get. That's just people. I should get people have different tastes, but yeah, like I said again, I do not understand why he has the following that he does. He's very sour, very generic, very boring. He has nothing about it. That nothing about him is interesting or charismatic. He's very boring. But then we have it was a great promo. He kind of buried Hangman Page. Kenny Omega. He kind of buried Kenny. Damn. Okay, that was good. And yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, you see there is he's pretty much still like claiming basically putting the claim and saying nobody could come close to him. He's basically commentating on the tournament. That's whoever's going to get a chance at his world title. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I still need to see more of Kenny, but what I've been seeing so far is kind of corny. It's just like his character, but what I just saw there, more of that, I might like him. Then you had it was a promo video package by FTR, basically, basically telling how where they're gonna go now, and putting their top stake claim on basically overall the whole business as a whole, the whole division. That is what it is, whatever that was there. So yeah. Then you had the Sting interview promo as MJ come out. Yeah. Yeah, MJF comes out to the Sting when he was trying to do Sting trying to do an interview promo about how Darby's feeling. And I said MJF comes out. Oh man, just doing. And like he is as natural gets. Oh my gosh! Like I do not. When I look at anybody nowadays in like much more modern era of wrestling, there is nobody. I'm sorry, dude. I mean, yeah, of course, Roman Reigns is in the peakest. I actually want to speak on that too in future videos, but in discussions, But yeah, as far as being a natural, powerful, just namesaking heel, it's like MJF. You could tell like he just comes out. He just was born to do this. He comes out in the natural state of himself. And as far as that, but also I will say now, yeah, MJF is clearly better than anybody else today as a heel. I don't know about babyface, but overall, he's just better than anybody else today. Well, besides Sasha, but yeah, I will say yeah, he's better. Of course, yeah. I'm sorry if anybody gets a little wet in their panties about that, but Sorry, he is. He's over Roman Reigns, and Roman doesn't even come close to MJF. But like I said, Roman is in the peakest of his career. But as far as like coming close to actual heel work, sorry, he strikes out there. Just strike out there, buddy. Oh, then he had after that. Yeah, he was basically after he was after they had the promo battle. They had beat Sting senseless, and he basically was taunting Darby, as usual, trying to get Darby to come back so he can humiliate him. Then you had Britt Baker cut a promo, basically telling her, making a match for next week, I think, against Anna Jay or whoever, or no, a match against at the AEW Full Gear pay per view. Yeah, she's natural. She's natural too. That's very great. Awesome. And then you had like I said, I don't like. Plus, it was a 2-hour show, so I don't get. Like I said, I don't get the inconsistency of speed in the matches. I don't get they probably wanted to get through it as quick as possible, but I was not amused during all of this. And then you had Ruby Soho versus Penelope Ford as they battle to stay in the TBS World Championship tournament. Yeah, so the first match for the TBS World Championship. And I expect it to be like that. This at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I expected it to be like probably a whole great show. But it just felt lackluster. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know if it could probably be off the game a bit, but I just did not like it tonight. I just felt a lack of luster, lack-worthy content I saw tonight. It was just very confused about why it wasn't why the show wasn't as phenomenal as it has been recently. So, but yeah, you had your strikes combination back and forth by Penelope, Irish whip into ropes, leading to a headlock by Penelope, kicks in the corner by Penelope as Ruby counters back, and then I guess one of her girl butt besties, Penelope, she gets help from the back. She's the match turning around back to her, and then you had more technical grappling. Then Penelope sends Ruby out of the ring. Then you had a bouncing clothesline to the back of the head by Ruby, and it was over like that. I was like, wow. Oh my gosh, like, yeah, I probably don't get how the matches work. As far as like the speed, because they need to keep the consistency within the show because they are 2 hours, but at least it still give us like great matches because it felt like it looked like to me it was just it looked like SmackDown to me tonight. like yeah, like almost like it was just or almost like a rerun. That's what it felt like to me. It didn't feel like an actual live, even though the crowd was great, yeah, of course, but it didn't feel like a real live show. Yeah, I was very disappointed. As Hobbs got. I was still feeling that disappointment from when Hobbs got eliminated. So like I said, he clearly got the potential star shooting right from his back. So I don't get why he got eliminated so early. They could have had him. They could have had it between. Yeah, they could have had him win the whole thing. Yeah. So. Man, that was quick. Yeah, it was okay. It was entertaining, but again, I didn't feel like it was. It didn't deserve. Yeah, I felt the whole show. I felt like it didn't deserve my full attention. Like it was just very boring, very boring. And then and after that we have another quick match. Yeah, I was just very confused. It felt like they didn't want to perform tonight, so probably didn't make much more time for the segments. Like I don't know, it could be just be for the bigger picture, but you should just it should be. I feel like a show should be from classic to end. Just because you have a great show, you have a great show last week. That don't mean you have to underperform this week. So yeah, tonight, just like Rampage last week. Like I said, it was good. Rampage was good also, but last week it was like for that number of weeks before that, it was feeling like they didn't very much. Like I said, it could probably be the time, but I don't know what they were doing over there, but it just felt like they didn't know what they were doing. So I got kind of like a lot. I kind of got something to say too at the end, but I'll just keep going through this. Yeah, basically, yeah, Bobby Fish and Green. Bobby Fish versus Green or whoever ended like that quickly, and then there was a promo interview. Yeah, people are really pissed that Cody won tonight. People are really pissed. Wow, because so many people. Really, Malachi Black is very liked, so yeah, I like him too. So I don't get why. I get probably why, because Cody probably wanted to one up over Black, but it's like why now? And it's like Malachi Black has just been so amazing lately with his character work, and he's kind of good in the ring. He probably work on that, but so, but another quick match too. I mean, a lot went on, but they tried to make it seem like a lot went on, but it was, at the end of it, it was just okay, whatever. It's Eddie Kingston versus Lance Storm. That was over too. Ended just like that. So that's a Jungle Boy match. That ended really quick. Like it was like a lot going on, of course, but they really ended quick. Like I said, like, it was a 2 hour show. At least like two of these matches, they can put out like at least great matches. But it felt like, yeah, like I said, it felt very lackluster. I felt like they didn't want to do a whole lot of much. So I was like, okay, wow, for like, so it didn't really make much sense to me. I don't know how you could praise inconsistency. Oh, wow. Hopefully it isn't like this next week, because yeah, I was not very pleased tonight. I mean, it was good. Like I like some to it. It was good, but yeah, I was like and didn't very invest me that much into it. As I was most of the time I was on my phone. Cause I was very bored. And the way that Tony Khan has been talking lately, I thought he would produce a very great show. And then we had after the Eddie Kingston and Lance match, we had the Boiler Room promo by John Moxley. Oh, as he mentioned it, as Moxley mentioned, basically talking about what's been going on in the war right now between AEW and WWE. He's like, I don't care about the ratings, the demos, kind of integrating that into his what he's going to do in the tournament. He's like, I don't care about the ratings or the demos. Yeah, he just cares about his daughter, basically. Telling her that he's going to win the whole tournament. And that was good. I guess that was okay. Okay. And so after we get after that, we get Jungle Boy versus Brandon Cutter, and that was zip. That was over. So yeah, tonight I won't lie. Also tonight, sucked. People are. I'd be very. Like I said, like obviously there's stands, so I can see there why. But it's like so don't care if there's inconsistency or not. But it's like if you're going to be biased, but then say another show is and call another show trash and address them as not putting in as much as effort as they should be, then when the other show does the exact same thing and you still praise it, it's like I can clearly see the bias there in those statements. So I've been seeing that go a lot on lately, but I saw one. Yeah, I've been seeing like I only see it like a couple of the times who I listen to from two channels, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it goes on a lot lately. The favoritism in AEW. So I'm not very surprised though. Yeah, it was just very boring and like they didn't care tonight. I mean, I don't get why. I kind of get why because the war, but I don't understand why Dynamite was on. I don't understand why Dynamite. It could just be a change, maybe best moving, but it's like it was just out of the blue. So yeah, I don't get why Dynamite is now on Saturdays now. I guess whatever. And then you had Malachi Black versus Rhodes. That was a good match as well. Yeah, that was a good match. The only good match was on here was the opener between Daniel Bryanson and Dustin Rhodes and the Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. Even though I was generous and gave 2 stars to Ruby Soho and Penelope Ford, especially for that, I was expecting much more, considering that's the start of this world tournament. But it's like, yeah, I felt like they very much didn't care, considering that the few matches was very zoomed through tonight, and they had segments that could have been done, very much later. Like we didn't really need it. Wow. But yeah, that was a Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. That was a good match. You had Texas strikes, combinations back and forth. Back elbow drop by Black, leading to 1-2 kick out. Then you had a power slam by Cody. Tension rises. Yeah, it's Cody's camp comes out. Then it was a figure 4 by Cody. Like they've been coming out, but I don't get the situations and the storylines where they have they finally where rivals finally have a match, and then they camp comes out. It's like to basically throw the match off. It's like I don't get that. I don't get why AEW's doing it now too, but I don't get why. I don't know if TNA or done it in the past, but yeah, I don't get that. When rivals finally come together, it gets fucked up by that's called unnecessary. That's like really unnecessary. That throws the match off, and it gives you an answer of why did I watch this? Like why am I wasting time? And then Crossroads into the table. That was a good spot. Wow. As they both got busted open. I was like, ooh, okay. Crossroads into the table. And then Pac and Andrade comes out for, Andrade came out first basically to put his whole, Glock basically back at Arn Anderson. I was like, and they come out, Pac, basically comes out to fight him. As they're in, I guess, I don't know, they're in the rivalry now, I guess. Then you had Cody Rhodes. Yeah, you had Crossroads again. He hit a Crossroads again, Cody. And then to another kick out. Then you had a German suplex by Black. It was looking very good. They could have at least put I don't like I like it. I don't know. It could like for Crossroads. No, it could like I don't know if it was put like because they like really wanted to get to. I probably had to watch that, but Rose to the Top show, like his Cody's new TV show, Rose to the Top. But wow, like I said, it was like I didn't really like much tonight. I hope that it doesn't continue like this, because then you know you talking all this shit online, but then you give lackluster content out. You putting lackluster content out. So what makes you very what makes you different from WWE? And you had after a back heel kick by Black, and after before we know it, Cody hit a Cody cutter. It was a Cody cutter into Tiger Driver. As Cody picks up the victory, and then that's when people really got pissed, as they still are. I didn't hear. I didn't really hear the boos, but yeah, pretty much hearing like was hearing it all. I was seeing it all over Twitter. It's probably as I still do now, but yeah, people didn't like that. And I'm pretty sure people are going really pissed right now, and wow, I don't know the smart decision there. But like I said, it's probably like Cody wanted to get his one up now on Black. So, but I don't know. People gonna get very mad if that happens again. So, but yeah, like I said, to me though, I wasn't very impressed tonight. It kind of like pulled kind of like how I was like I've just been feeling with Rampage lately, but they actually did good. But then they come tonight, and this is supposed to be Dynamite. Yeah, this is supposed to be all out, giving it the best shots you can possibly give. But it's like I didn't get anything from it tonight. Even though it felt like the usual, but it was like it felt like it felt like it was pre-recorded. It felt like it was just performances. Yeah, it felt like from everyone. It felt like everything. It felt like it was just phoned in. Yeah, I really didn't feel much. I didn't really get much excited for the night. So, as whoever the person that I was like starting to like is Hobbs. Now he's basically kicked out. So I don't know. We'll see as the weeks start to go on. For somebody that's like I said, for Tony Khan to be talking all this shit on Twitter, and, basically praising himself, for the content he's been putting out. I didn't get the best of the best tonight from Dynamite. Yeah, I was totally out of it. So it's like okay. But I guess that doesn't matter to the masses, the casuals, as they'll still hype it up anyway. So, but yeah, I guess we'll still see, because tonight, like I said, tonight very much sucked tonight. But so I don't like I said like I still didn't I didn't get the inconsistencies between the matches. With the speed of it being so quick, ending so quickly. Segments like I felt was there that they didn't feel they like basically the same thing last week. Like they didn't need to be there. So yeah, I just didn't feel it tonight. I'll try to get something else out to y'all before probably 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock hits. But so yeah. I'll be seeing y'all. Stay blessed, y'all. So stay blessed. I'll be seeing y'all whenever I see y'all.